guys, it's Elena Kimaru. Welcome back to my channel, a channel that is focused to helping you as a millennial exit in business with tips and hacks on entrepreneurship, self-development, personal and business branding. On today's video, I would like us to focus on the Ineos 159 challenge and the lessons that we should all draw as entrepreneurs. I'm super excited for the fact that Eliud Kipchoge was able to break the record, and he was actually racing against time. Initially, when I heard about the challenge, I wasn't sure what it was, and when I got to the point where I realized he was racing against time, I was like, wow. You know, you keep breaking the record until you get to that point. You're like, you know what, I'm not racing against any other human being, I will be racing against time. So that was super exciting, and yeah, it was quite something. So as an entrepreneur, I took that challenge as a very, you know, like a learning curve for me, and I will share with you some of the 6 lessons that I drew from the race. And one of the lessons was that there is never a shortcut in life or even in business, and that's a very important thing. For Eliud Kipchoge, the race was, you know, you have to run under 2 hours, 42.2 kilometers, you know. And the fact that there was no, you know, he had even lines that were drawn, and there was no way he was gonna get out of that line. That just shows you that there was no shortcut for him. He had to just do it. And even in business, it's the same thing. Sometimes you have to keep doing those things that make you uncomfortable. You have to keep, you know, you have to keep pushing yourself, you know, push your limit. The way he said, no human is limited. So there's so much we can achieve as long as, you know, as long as we believe that we can go the extra mile. So even for business, for your business, you have to keep going the extra mile, and you have to keep pushing the limit so that you can get there. And there's never a shortcut. If you take a shortcut, like say for example, if you're making a product, there's a probability at the end of the day you might not have something that is of quality. So that's the thing, there's no shortcut in life. Then another lesson that I drew from this race was the fact that having a vision is very important. I wouldn't assume for Kipchoge that he just woke up, you know, like 4 months ago and he was like, you know what, I want to break you know, my own record. I think this is something he's been working for since the time he realized he wanted to become a professional athlete. So it's very important even in business to have a vision. Like, where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years? You know, what legacy do you want to leave as a business in the next 5 years? How will your business be remembered? This is like, you know, those long-term things, like a vision. So you really need to set a very solid vision for your business so that you can work towards that, and it's very important to do that. Yes. Then another thing that I learned from this race was the fact that giving up is not an option. You know, when I was watching the race, I kind of felt like at some point, maybe if I was the one, I would have already dropped out of the race. But I think the fact that he knew where he wanted to be, and that goes down to, you know, having that vision. You know, even in your business, you know, like, this is where I want to be in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, you know. So like, giving up now becomes, you know, not an option, because of course every business has a challenge or challenges. So you're gonna be facing a lot of challenges as you work towards your realizing your vision, but you don't have to give up, you know. And then another thing I learned was the fact that goal setting is very important. In particular, if you have a vision, then how have you broken your vision down? You know, what are the goals you've set for yourself in terms of what do you want to achieve in a week's time, what do you want to achieve in a month's time, in a year's time, in 5 years? You know, like, break your vision down into small and achievable goals. Are your goals for your business smart? Is it something that will get you to your target? For example, if I wanted to reach out to like 100 customers in a week's time, how am I going to sell like 100 products to 100 customers in 1 week? Do I have like the strategy of convincing a particular client, you know, that my products and services are very good and they will provide them with this particular value, you know? So yeah, yeah, goal setting is important so that you can be able to, you know, achieve those long-term plans for your business. And then another thing that I learned was also that we all need cheerleaders. Oh my god, we all need cheerleaders. And in business, our biggest cheerleaders are our clients. So what value are you providing your clients? You know, they're your cheerleaders. For Kipchoge, I would assume his biggest cheerleaders are his fans. You know, someone like me who was watching the race and I'm like, yeah, go Kipchoge, you know, or his wife, his kids, and all his fans are around the world. You know, those are his biggest cheerleaders. And more particularly also the people who are also running with him, you know, the people who are setting the pace for him and encouraging him, you know, so that he can break the record. Yeah, so in business, your biggest cheerleaders are your clients. But at the end of the day, your clients, you have to offer them value. You have to keep them enticed, you know, so that they can keep, you know, they can become like loyal customers. They can keep buying your products and services over and over again, regardless of whether you get another person who's competing against your business, you know. So you have to build that following, you know, have that, you know, like that close-knit kind of, you know, clients, people who can even refer you to their other people, you know, like their friends and families, so that they can, you know, they can help you build your business and your brand. The last lesson I drew from this race was the fact that branding is important. I think I've mentioned in another video why business branding is important, but in this particular one I would say branding. You have, from the moment you decide you're gonna start your business, you need to brand your business. You need to put your business out there so that people can actually know what you're all about. And this goes to how you package your products, how you package your services, how you do your social media. Do you even have a website? How you actually do present your business? How do you actually talk about your business to potential clients, or even to your own clients, to your friends, to your family? Branding is important. For Kipchoge in particular, he's become like a global icon now, you know, and his brand is all out there. I would believe there are some people who will come up, you know, with a business idea around his name. And you know, right now if you say Eliud Kipchoge, mostly I guess people will be like, yeah, the person who ran against time, you know, or the person who did this and that, the person who never gave up, the person, you know. Yes, so at the end of the day, you need to build your brand to a level that when people hear your business, they'll be like, yes, we actually know that brand. They do, you know, 1 2 3 4. So a brand is a very important aspect of your business. And it's a continuous thing. You can't just say you're doing it for a day. It's something you grow over time. So as I said, I'm excited on the fact that Kipchoge, you know, like broke the record. And even on a personal level, I feel so challenged on the fact that he says that no human is limited. I feel like we are the people who limit our own selves, and there's so much we can do as human beings. So I believe, for me, I feel like, you know, I feel re-energized to do more for myself, for my business, and for my customers. So I challenge you today to, you know, like do something differently, and don't give up on your business, don't give up on your ideas, and keep grinding, because it's very important. And you know, positive vibes to you. And for those who have not subscribed, ensure you subscribe and hit the notification bell below so that you get notified every time I post a video. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll be posting videos every Wednesday and Sundays, so keep watching this space. Thank you.